I'm using a wide angle. We're going to actually start a little backwards from what I normally do. We're starting upstairs in one of the upstairs bedrooms. Um, the the dirty on the walls. This is considered wear and tear because there's no holes in these walls. It is dirty around the walls though. I mean, there's some here and there dirt, and obviously, like on the edges and stuff, they get worn more. The carpets definitely have to be cleaned, but they're cleanable. There's nothing torn up or damaged about them. And you can see there's stuff like this where something scuffed the wall. Maybe there was a bed over here or something. You can see it. Over here, it really gets this kind of dirt along the wall. Maybe the bed was over here or something. But there's no damage to it. Now this door, this is one of those sliding closet doors. There's supposed to be two doors, but there's one downstairs inside the garage. And the problem here is not so much a tenant problem as it is a problem with the door. So they use these things right here. That piece is supposed to keep the doors in place, but the problem is a lot of times when they're originally installed, they don't screw them into the floor below very well. And this one has the doors bound up. You see when I move the door how it's all moving? And that's probably why they took the other door off and put it in the garage, is because it wouldn't move. So they were just operating out of one side of the closet. But again, you can see in the closet where we have a little bit of scuffing here and there, like people taking the closets in and out. Moving from this bedroom to the next bedroom. In this bedroom, you can see, of course, the carpet's dirty, but this is cleanable. So we can get the carpets cleaned. Now, they are going to be responsible for carpet cleaning because they're supposed to do that on their own dime. There is a couple of little screw holes in the wall there, and on the other side, same thing. The curtain is missing out of here. All these bedrooms had curtains in them. As far as paint goes, again, the usual suspects. You get your couple of scuffing there, and a couple of this and there's. Your typical, dirt marks. You got a little scuff down here underneath the plug, but all this is just normal wear and tear style paint. You can see how it looks on the edge here. This is all normal wear and tear. State of Florida doesn't allow you to claim normal wear and tear against the security deposit, so you can't do that. And one of the things that the state of Florida says is when you rent somebody something, you better prepare to paint it because it's going to be on your dime. And again, here in the hallway in general is pretty clean. There has been a lot of things here. There is some areas like right here, usually around light switches and stuff is where you find this, and that's about what we have now. There is one thing here, and that is with, oops, the light just turned off in here. Oh, well, I walked in the room. Anyway, that light right there has, you can see around the light, that is not the tenant problem. That is where that light is actually moved over a little bit and exposed some of the rough cut where they cut those can lights in. So that's something that will have to be repaired, but it's not a tenant issue. Anyway, going back to the rest of the inspection. If we look in this hallway here, there's a drape right there that could have been in one of these bedrooms, but it's the only one we found when we went through this thing originally. The rest of it, if we go through here, this is your washer and dryer room. The washer and dryer look fine. They're clean. I already looked inside of them. They're okay. I checked the air filter in the AC unit. The air filter in the AC unit does look like it's been replaced at some time, but it is dirty, so we might end up cleaning the coils on the evaporator, but I'm not positive of that yet. It does look like they have been replacing it, but they might have missed the last time they replaced it. You can see it's in here, and it's behind that cover right there. I already pulled it out and looked at it. If we go into this bedroom, there's a couple of things here. There's, some wear and tear as far as the paint goes. There's smudges here and there, and the drape's missing, of course. And then if you see, there's a valance right here that's supposed to be up above that window. I don't know why it's off there. It looks like one of the plastic clips might be broken. It was actually in that closet when I found it, but you can see the carpet is pretty dirty, just needs to be cleaned. The type of carpet that's in this place, this is builder grade stuff. It's not very durable. It's a terrible color for rentals to begin with. but they all seem to put this color into everything. You can see where it's matted down and stuff. This will clean okay enough. You know, it won't be like brand new, but it will clean enough. And again, you got your smudges on the walls. Bathroom, it's in good shape. It's pretty clean. There's nothing wrong with it. So the only repair that has to be done so far is just that valance replaced, and it's going to have one of the plastic clips. I'll show you what they look like. See, there's no clip there, and you can see the little clip here, the plastic clip. And if you notice, if we look down it, there's no clip on this end. And that's probably what happened. Somehow or another it broke and came off, and so that's why the valance is laying down there, or was put in the closet over there, by the way. Again, the closet looks fine. And again, it's the normal wear and tear, dirt around the light switches, people come in, dirty hands. Let's go downstairs. There is, one more thing. On this bathroom, there is a little heavier wear down here on the door edge, but that's just paint. And then we'll go down here. Again, these walls look pretty good. A couple of small, little things like this little smudge there. Nothing big. The stairwell looks pretty good. The carpets in the bedrooms, they look like they need to be cleaned. The rest of it's not too bad. It does need to be cleaned, but it's not stained like the carpets are in the other bedrooms. And that's just from foot traffic, around the beds and stuff. As we move downstairs, there's, of course, your stairway needs to be repainted because you got a couple of scuffs and stuff like normal. And then you get down here, there's one little thing right there. That's more of a caulk during repaint than anything. And then that's pretty much it. We have one little stain right there on the landing. Otherwise, it's in pretty good shape. As we round the corner into here, we do have some paint work here, up the staircase. This is mostly touch-up. This is not full paint. The bedrooms are what we call 6-foot paint, which is everything from 6 foot down. But in the case of these walls, we might have to end up painting the whole thing just because of the type of color it is. Sometimes they match with a touch-up, sometimes they don't. As you can see here, this needs to be touched up. All around the doors need to be touched up. Otherwise, down here is pretty clean. It's in pretty good shape. They did a good job. You can tell they've mopped the floor and everything. The refrigerator is really clean. There's nothing in there. It looks good. The pantry's emptied out. There's one spot down here on the wall. You can see there's one little tiny smudge right here. I didn't see anything else in the kitchen that had to have paint damage taken care of. Now this is the microwave up top here. And the microwave's clean. The stove is clean. The oven's even really clean. They don't even get to use the oven maybe once or twice, but it's really clean. It's, all the drawers, we pulled them out. They all look empty. In the dining area here, they probably had something hanging here. Maybe a little 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. Those are normal. I'll get a kind of a close up to it, that one. Again, this is all under normal wear and tear, as we might say. So I'm not seeing anything there that's dramatically warrants any kind of claim against the security deposit so far. So far it looks like it's just going to be mostly the carpet upstairs and of course the drapes that are missing and the one repair of that one plastic valance. Other than that in here it looks pretty good. There's no trash or debris anywhere in the place. The other thing we found is that there are 2 screens that were sitting on the counter here. This one, I think it's broken in this corner. You can see it's kind of messing up in the corner. So there's this one, and then there's this guy, which is right there. Is a hole in it, and of course I think the frame's okay on this one, but there is a hole in the screen right there. We don't know which windows they went in just because we haven't looked for the screens to be out yet. So I don't know which windows. I would assume they're downstairs, but they could be upstairs windows. Who knows? But we know we have to do something about these 2 screens. Other than that, I think it looks okay. The garage is pretty cleaned up. The only thing out there is the door that goes upstairs. The half bath downstairs, it looks fine. Doesn't look like anybody's ever even used the half bathroom. It's clean. So it's in good shape. And of course, here's the under stair closet, and it's cleaned out. There's nothing in here. Again, I don't think anybody's ever even used this space, which is kind of a cool space to begin with. But that's it for the inspection.